home from school about 20 after 3, and not too long after I got home, I hear something come down the road, and I knew it was our combine. The motor's hard to confuse with anything else, but it went flying by, which I knew it had been having problems, but it was minor things, and I think they got them straightened out. So I figured, well, they must have had a little incident or something. And next thing I know, I see Grandpa come flying in the service truck, which I thought that was unusual. He never flies down that road. So I'm like, well, I got my old truck. I had to switch it out for my Ranger anyway. I'm like, I'll run up, switch my truck, see if they need help with anything. I get up there, and I'll show you here, but the little dividers he put on here, like the newer headers have, he built a set and he bought a set. This head has the ones he bought, I believe, and the other ones are ones he built. But it came out, and they ended up running it through the combine, and it was stuck in the rotor, so had to get it fished out. So had to do that. We finally got it out of there. That was about they had been fighting it, but it took us about an hour or so to get it out of the shop, and they had been fighting it. They said it was about a 4-hour job, so they'd been fighting it all afternoon. We got it, and then there's a few minor things we had to do with the combine, put a few shields back on. Finally got it going, then we heard a tick in the back. One of the knives had gotten screwed up, so we took it out. We didn't have any replacement, so we're running without it for now. It's nothing, no big deal. But we finally got them going. It was on that combine that Hired Man's running. I'm running a 4-wheel drive right now. We had to replace a chain on it. The chain that runs the unloading auger, it had stretched out and jumped off, I guess, and it wasn't running the auger. So had to put it on new. That wasn't no big deal. We got it on, and it's working good now. We do have a sickle out on, well, the sickle section out on the head. Grandpa said, I'll fix it in the morning, but just run. He said you're running at an angle, so it won't hurt anything. So we got the Freightliner filled. We're gonna finish filling the Peterbilt, and then we're gonna call it a night. He said we just want both trucks full, that way they can haul them off the morning while the dew's on. So that's pretty well our plan. So I'm planning on tomorrow. I'll be off school early, so I'll come over and help them and make sure they need anything. But we're gonna finish her off tonight, and then we're gonna call it. So we'll see what happens now. Grandpa moved the Peterbilt up here. I'm cutting. Hired Man's cutting. We're doing good. If we had a third truck, because I don't think we can fit it all on there, but if we had a third truck, there's the road right there. That's all we have left in this field. If we had a third truck, we can get her done. I don't think we can fit all of her on the Peterbilt, because it's only got one hopper on it. Heck, we might be able to fit it on there. I'll see what Grandpa thinks. Beans, they're doing alright right here. They have been running in the 40s. And I'm full. Good thing that's close. I think this will probably fill the back of this. Front, it only has a partial hopper on it. Don't think we'll fit her all. Last hopper, it ain't gonna fit on the trailer. I had a pretty good load on. He has a pretty decent hopper, so that'll fill it. So I just got off school, called Grandpa before I left, made sure he didn't need anything. He said they're cutting beans here at Danny. They got this done here. There's part right past the bend up here. They got left to do. They're finishing that up, then they're gonna be ready to move. I'm not sure what field they're gonna go to. I think we're probably gonna go to Brosey first. I'm not sure. We're either gonna go to Brosey or Wagner. But we're gonna have to get the wagons moved over here. What they have over there should finish this truck up. The other truck, Peterbilt, it's full already. I can tell that from the highway. It's across the road over there, so yeah, I'm gonna kind of just set out here and wait and see what he's wanting to do. Never mind, this truck's full. I think we're gonna have to dump one of them before we can unload, but I don't know how much they got. Heck, I don't even see the other combine. It must be down there. Yeah, I can see the dust coming from it, but this here will be Chuck, and Grandpa's in the other one, I think. But yeah, we're gonna have to dump a truck before we can haul, before we can move either combine, because we do not like moving combines with grain on the hoppers. It just makes more stress on the machine. Well, I had to go home, switch my Ranger out for the service truck. We are moving the heads to LaGrange, to the Brosey farm. The hired man's hauling that load of beans off on the Freightliner. He should be back. We'll probably meet him unless there's a line, but he'll more than likely get back here before we do. Grandma's gonna come get us, but hopefully he dumps the hoppers on them combines off on the truck, and then we can move the combines down and get that field opened up. But we're headed to LaGrange. He's got the easier head to pull. I got the head with the mailbox knockers on it, so I gotta watch what I'm doing a little more than he does. His don't stick out. Heck, his mirrors stick out more than them dividers on it, so gotta be careful. So it's been a minute since I filmed, mostly because we got to moving stuff around, and like I may have mentioned earlier, that I had to get the service truck and get the head so we can move them both at the same time. Well, when we moved, I pulled the truck in here and Grandma came and got me and Grandpa because he brought the Duramax up. But when we did that, left my phone and my camera in the service truck. So the whole trip, I got nothing filmed. So we got to hook the head up on this. He's gonna pick this off here, then we can pull my combine up on the flat, put the head on it, and start cutting. This, it's just too difficult to hook up. So we're just gonna do this. It'll make it a lot easier in the long run. Hired man had to go home, do chores, feed cows and such, I guess. But we got both semis here. Grandpa's gonna head down the tree line. I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna go on the long rows here. He's gonna go cut some terraces. Cutting good now. Had to raise my reel up a little bit. Ended up catching one of my dividers, which I don't like the way they're designed anyway. They stick up, they're right next to that reel. I'm gonna have to take it off anyway and do something. Well, these heads cut good, but they're dividers they use. I don't like them, and Grandpa don't like them. They knock down beams. Well, sprayer tracks kind of got us here, but that looks like a spot where the planter man missed. Wasn't me. But yeah, it's always great when you can run combine side by side. Plus the gap it leaves. Two 30-foot heads cutting 60 foot at a time there, so definitely cutting beans now. Don't know how much we'll get. We won't get a lot tonight, but elevator is just down the road, which helps, but I think they close at 5. But Hearst is open until 7 more than likely. Actually, I know they are. It's harvest, of course they are. So we can truck there if we want. But yeah, we're cutting her now. Heck, beans are doing pretty good. No more than we've cut, and we both have full hoppers. I'd call that a good bean crop. Well, we had a little bit of beans in the trailer already from back at Danny's. Both combines had about half a hopper or so. So hired man poured that in this trailer and hauled the Peterbilt off. So this trailer will be full before we know it. Both of us running, but we got the Peterbilt here. I don't know if Grandpa will haul off and leave me here to cut or what we'll do. If we're going down over the hill, I may take a truck and he may take a truck. I don't know what his game plan is. We're really cutting her now. Got a heck of a hole cut in her. I've cut one hopper already since I last filmed. I'm getting ready to cut on another terrace, but I had to just catch this moment. This is what it's all about. Don't mean to get sentimental here, but Grandpa and grandson and matching combines and matching headers, cutting in the same field. These are the moments we live for when we're farmers. Well, this trailer's about full. Grandpa gets back up here at this combine, he'll dump in here, and I think both trucks will be ready to haul off. Maybe he'll put a little more on here. Well, we're still cutting. Good thing there's a tree line right there, because these beans are dirty. Which, when they're running 11.4, they will be. That's pretty dang dry. A lot of people's had that problem this year. But good thing there's a tree line there, so there ain't a lot of dirt going into town right there. But there's still going to be something going through. That at least kind of blocks some of it, but it's just dirty. This way you got it right following you, and the other way it's blowing away from you. So at least it's blowing away from you when you're facing the sun. Kind of makes it easier seeing. Well, the hired man got back and took off in the freight liner. I started unloading, and well, the truck's filled, and I ain't got another truck. I'm gonna have to get out and check how much I got in the hopper yet, but I think I can make it down. Oh yeah, I can make it down because I got some picking to do anyway. The header was not wanting to cooperate. We had some mud bunched up under it that was kind of affecting the way the field tracker's working, but I got it working, so Grandpa and me got it. But you can kind of see spots like that where they're shorter, where it wasn't cutting all the way. I gotta clean that terrace up a little bit. Most people wouldn't worry about it, but that man over there is a perfectionist, and I'm being trained the same way. So I'm gonna get out and check how much I got in my hoppers.